In the vast cathedral of existence, where stars are the stained glass through which cosmic light refracts and time is the endless echo of creation's breath, there exist souls whose essence is woven from an uncommon thread. These are the chosen souls, not marked by ordinary garb or heralded with loud proclamations, but cloaked in the subtle fabric of invisibility until the hour of revelation arrives. An hour not dictated by clocks or calendars, but by the rhythm of a hidden celestial choreography that governs the unfolding of destiny itself. To ponder why these chosen souls remain hidden until their time to be seen is to peer into the labyrinthine architecture of the universe, where the interplay between shadow and illumination is a sacred dance of awakening. At first glance, the idea that some souls are deliberately concealed might stir a restless curiosity. Why would light be veiled? Why would those who bear the seeds of transformation dwell in silence, their gifts unrecognized, their presence unnoticed amidst the tapestry of daily life? Yet, within this concealment lies a profound wisdom, a cosmic strategy that transcends human expectations. The veiling of chosen souls is not an exclusion or a punishment, but rather an intricate safeguarding, a protective chamber where their luminous potential ripens away from the harsh glare of premature exposure. Like precious gems buried deep beneath the earth, their brilliance requires the patient unfolding of subterranean processes before it can emerge to shine without restraint. This concealment is also a mirror reflecting the paradoxes woven into the fabric of reality itself. Just as the moon's hidden dark side holds mysteries unknown to daylit eyes, so too do chosen souls inhabit realms of quiet preparation, gathering strength in the shadows, aligning with unseen forces that guide their emergence. They are both part of the world and apart from it, walking among us as cryptic echoes of higher purpose, their true nature a whispered secret woven into the cosmic narrative. To recognize this is to understand that visibility is not synonymous with essence. Being unseen does not diminish their impact or importance. Rather, it amplifies the divine timing, an invisible clock that ticks according to the pulse of cosmic order, ensuring that their revelation synchronizes with the collective readiness to receive them. In this way, the chosen souls operate within a multi-layered matrix of existence where time is not linear, and significance transcends immediate perception. The world we inhabit, often caught in the frenzy of surface appearances and fleeting distractions, misses the subtle currents beneath. These souls are architects of transformation who engage in silent work before their moment arises. Like underground rivers carving canyons unseen, their energies shape the contours of reality in hidden depths. Their invisibility is not absence but an active presence, a deliberate, mysterious withholding that respects the sacred timing of universal awakening. When the moment is ripe, the hidden waters burst forth, reshaping landscapes both external and internal. To view chosen souls as hidden also invites us to contemplate the nature of witnessing and recognition. The universe, in its vast web of interconnectedness, is a field of consciousness where visibility is often a reflection of collective readiness. Just as certain plants bloom only when the soil reaches a particular temperature, chosen souls unfold their radiant petals when the collective soil, our social, spiritual, and planetary consciousness, has been fertilized with sufficient openness and receptivity. Until then, their role is one of quiet cultivation, of holding space in invisibility so that their emergence will catalyze profound shifts rather than overwhelm unprepared fields of awareness. This dynamic raises fundamental questions about the relationship between destiny and free will, between cosmic design and individual journey. Are chosen souls hidden by external decree, or do they themselves choose the timing of their unveiling? The answer lies in the interplay of both, a dance between the soul's inner wisdom and the cosmic laws that orchestrate collective evolution. The decision to remain in the shadows is both a surrender and a sovereignty, a conscious alignment with the greater unfolding. It is the soul's acknowledgement that revelation is not a solitary act but a sacred communion with universal rhythms, a moment when personal unveiling merges with collective healing. In practical terms, this hiddenness challenges our cultural obsession with immediate recognition and instant validation. It reminds us that true transformation often germinates in silence, nurtured by patience and humility. The chosen soul's hidden phase is a profound metaphor for the interior landscapes we all traverse, those intimate chambers where seeds of purpose are planted, where doubts and fears are faced in solitude, and where resilience is forged in the alchemy of dark nights. Their journey is emblematic of a cosmic truth, that the deepest knowing arises not from external applause but from the quiet fidelity to one's inner calling, even when unseen by the outer world. As we embark on this exploration, the veil that conceals chosen souls invites us to peel back layers of perception, to expand our awareness beyond the superficial, and to attune ourselves to the subtle frequencies of cosmic timing. It beckons us to recognize that in the grand theater of existence, every hidden figure plays a role that is indispensable, even if their script remains unpublished for a season. Their invisibility is not merely a condition, but a sacred strategy that preserves the integrity of their mission and the delicacy of their unfolding. In the cosmic web of waking and sleeping worlds, these hidden souls are the quiet alchemists, the unseen stars whose ignition will one day illuminate new pathways of consciousness. They hold within their veiled presence the keys to transformation, waiting patiently for the moment when the collective gaze will turn, not in demand, but in reverent acknowledgement. And when that moment arrives, the invisible will become visible, the silent will become vocal, and the hidden will shine as a guiding light through the labyrinth of human experience, marking a turning point in the evolutionary dance of being. Thus, to contemplate why chosen souls are hidden until it is time for them to be seen is to enter a sacred mystery that transcends individual understanding. It is an invitation to trust the unseen architecture of destiny, to honor the cadence of cosmic timing, and to open our hearts to the unfolding revelation of light from shadow. It teaches us that true sight often requires a deeper vision, that the most profound awakenings come not as sudden explosions, but as the gentle dawning of hidden stars piercing through the velvet cloak of night. In this unfolding mystery, the hidden chosen souls become a living testament to the exquisite interplay of concealment and revelation, silence and voice, darkness and radiant dawn. Beneath the surface of our waking reality lies a tapestry woven from threads of illusion and revelation, a cosmic dance where light and shadow spiral together in eternal embrace. To understand why chosen souls remain veiled until the hour of their emergence, one must peer beyond the flickering veil of appearances and into the deeper currents that govern existence itself, those silent, immutable principles orchestrating the symphony of awakening across the vastness of time and space. At the heart of this mystery is the interplay between the seen and the unseen, a cosmic polarity mirrored on every scale of life and consciousness. The world we inhabit is shaped by layers of perception, many of which are cloaked in Maya, the ancient illusion that distorts and fragments our understanding of reality. Within this veil, the chosen souls are masked, not out of neglect or secrecy, but precisely to protect the fragile harmony of unfolding. They are seeds planted in the womb of obscurity, preserved by the very indifference of the world's gaze, so their emergence may manifest with clarity and potency when the ripeness of planetary consciousness requires their light. This concealment is not mere happenstance, but a reflection of a universal pattern, that of cyclical awakening and rest, of hidden potential awaiting the fertile soil of readiness. Just as the stars themselves are born behind veils of cosmic dust, their luminous essence unseen until filters dissolve, so too do chosen souls dwell quietly within veils woven by time and space. There is an esoteric rhythm, a metronome ticking not to human clocks but to the pulse of the cosmos, where every soul's revealing aligns with the collective's readiness to receive. This timing preserves the integrity of the revelation, ensuring that when the hidden figure steps into the light, their presence resonates as a beacon rather than a disruptive shockwave. Within this framework exists the profound understanding that to be seen too soon is to risk distortion. The chosen souls carry within them vibrations and wisdom too potent for immature fields of awareness. Their premature unveiling can fracture the delicate architecture of meaning and invite misinterpretation or even hostility. The hidden status is a sacred containment, a cocoon formed by the universe to cradle the quintessential essence safely, allowing it to mature beyond the grasp of superficial scrutiny. This echoes the archetype of the chrysalis, where transformation transpires in silence, unseen and sacred, until wings emerge fully formed and ready to navigate the expansive skies. Beneath this sacred concealment lies the truth that chosen souls are often the embodiments of paradox, both sources of radical change and keepers of ancient continuity. They move through the threshold of eras, bearing the weight of ancestral wisdom and the spark of future possibility. Their invisibility is thus intertwined with the very fabric of time, threading together epochs in ways unseen by the naked eye. Like the hidden roots of colossal trees, their influence courses silently beneath the surface, nourishing the soil of evolution while their crowns remain shrouded in mist. To unravel why these souls are hidden is to acknowledge the existence of a deeper order, one where emergence is not an arbitrary moment, but the culmination of confluences involving readiness, necessity, and cosmic harmony. Another pillar in this intricate construct is the concept of free will intertwined with divine orchestration. Chosen souls often traverse their hidden path through layers of self-forgetting and immersed existence, as if to safeguard their mission from the distractions and entanglements that early revelation might precipitate. Their journey inward is a pilgrimage through veils of forgetfulness, a necessary amnesia that dissolves egoic pride and fortifies resilience. This invisibility gifts them the freedom to cultivate inner landscapes rich with wisdom and growth, unburdened by premature expectation or premature pressure. It is as though the cosmos itself grants them a sanctuary, a quiet sanctuary where the seeds of destiny can fully take root without the corrosive influence of external gaze or societal dogma. The illusion of separation further sustains their hiddenness. Human consciousness is often tangled in the web of dualities, light and dark, self and other, known and unknown. Chosen souls exist in liminal spaces, bridging these divides while remaining cloaked in the collective shadow. This paradoxical existence challenges the very foundations of perception, inviting a suspension of rigid categories and a surrender to the mysterious interpenetration of form and formlessness. Their invisibility is a testament to the limitations of ordinary sight and an invitation to cultivate the deeper vision, a seer's gaze that perceives not with the eyes, but with the attuned heart and awakened spirit. In this sense, their hidden presence is a call to transcend the illusions that bind human awareness, to awaken to the truth that what is unseen is often the most potent force shaping reality. This truth is echoed in the cosmic dance of concealment and revelation, a sacred pattern that resonates across cultures and spiritual traditions. The hidden chosen soul embodies the archetype of the concealed sage, the silent oracle, the veiled guide whose wisdom ripens in stillness and emerges precisely when the world's soul is primed to receive it. Their hiding is not withdrawal but a profound engagement with the invisible dynamics of transformation. Like the slow-burning ember beneath ash, their potential radiates warmth and light even in the absence of outward display. This simmering presence nourishes the collective unconscious, acting as an unseen fulcrum that tilts the balance toward awakening when the time is ripe. Furthermore, the chosen souls, Invisibility serves as a counterpoint to the ego's hunger for recognition and validation. In a world often driven by exposure and spectacle, their hiddenness becomes a radical form of resistance, a deliberate step away from the ephemeral spotlight toward the timeless inner flame. Their path invites us to reconsider the nature of significance itself, that true power lies not in external acclaim, but in the integrity of being and the fidelity to one's spiritual mission. This concealed journey challenges the pervasive cultural narrative that equates visibility with worth, reminding us that the universe honors the unseen just as deeply as the manifest, if not more so. The profound layering of these themes, the sacred strategy of concealment, the cosmic timing of revelation, the protective dance with illusion, and the interplay between individuation and universality, reveals the hidden chosen soul as a living metaphor for the unfolding mysteries of existence. They ask us to trust the architecture beneath surface appearances, to honor the invisible currents guiding evolution, and to open ourselves to the reality that some lights must shine through darkness before they can illuminate the path ahead. In this light, the chosen soul's hiddenness is not an absence but a potent presence, a silent force shaping the destiny of consciousness itself, waiting for the exquisite moment when the cosmos in its infinite wisdom will unveil them, and the world will awaken anew. Across the tapestry of world mythologies and sacred traditions, the motif of hidden or veiled souls emerges as a spectral thread woven deeply into the cosmic loom, an archetype that both mystifies and instructs. It is as if the universe itself orchestrates a grand allegory, a parable of concealment and revelation, inviting us into the shadowed corridors where truth refracts into symbol. To journey into the tale of why chosen souls remain hidden until their appointed moment is to enter a dreamscape where metaphor dissolves boundaries and the ineffable whispers through storied forms. Imagine a vast garden, luminous but veiled in perpetual twilight. Within its confines dwell rare and precious blooms whose petals hold the radiance of starlight. Yet these flowers open only under a secret constellation, one invisible to the eyes of folly and haste. Each bloom represents a chosen soul, a fragment of cosmic intention, waiting patiently for the celestial clock to strike the hour when their light will no longer be lost to the dimness. This garden is hidden not from neglect but from wisdom. Were these flowers to cast their brilliance prematurely, the delicate harmony of the garden might shatter, overwhelmed by forces unprepared for such brilliance. Their concealment is a sacred act, a pause suspended in time, a breath held by the universe itself. In a similar vein, the story of the alchemist's stone, an enduring symbol of transformation and hidden potential, unfolds as an inner allegory of chosen souls. The philosopher's stone remains elusive, often described as dormant within the depths of matter and mind, requiring the alchemist's patient and deliberate toil. The stone's power to transmute base substances into gold is a metaphor for the hidden soul's ability to transmute the ordinary into the extraordinary, to incarnate divine spark into human flesh. Yet, like the stone, this soul remains cloaked in the mundane until the alchemical process is complete. It is not merely about the eventual emergence but the hidden transmutation itself, the subtle, unseen changes wrought in silence and solitude. The soul's invisibility thus becomes the crucible of its own becoming, a necessary gestation where unseen fires reshape essence before radiance can break forth. We might also contemplate the legend of the silent oracle, a figure revered across epochs but known to speak only when the confluence of fate and readiness align. The oracle dwells in a sanctum beyond time, her voice held in restraint, not from silence alone, but from the wisdom that words cast infinite ripples in the fabric of destiny. The chosen soul, like the oracle, must remain in quietude until the moment of utterance emerges as a cosmic imperative. Speaking too soon risks distortion, confusion, or worse, a premature shaping of reality that fractures rather than heals. This symbolic silence is a guardian of truth, an echo of the universal law that revelation must coincide with receptivity. The hidden chosen soul, thus, embodies the paradox of knowing without speaking, seeing without revealing, a sentinel standing at the threshold of cosmic timing. Consider the tale of the deep-sea pearl, formed within the concealed womb of an oyster, far beneath the churning waves. The pearl's luster is not born of exposure, but of prolonged immersion in darkness and pressure, an alchemy of concealment that yields exquisite beauty. In this metaphor, the chosen soul is the pearl, a treasure forged in the hidden depths of experience and challenge, protected from premature discovery by the vast ocean of existence. This concealment preserves the pearl's purity and strength, preventing it from being plucked before its time, before the soul's light is fully crystallized. When the sea finally delivers this pearl to the shore, it does so not randomly, but according to tides and currents known only to the ocean itself, echoing the notion that revelation is an act orchestrated by cosmic consonance rather than human desire. The myth of the phoenix rising from its own ashes offers another profound lens. The phoenix's cycle of fiery death and rebirth is not merely a spectacle of destruction, but a symbolic testament to hidden renewal. The ashes are the realm of invisibility, where the chosen soul undergoes its internal crucible, stripped of former identities and egoic attachments. This period of invisibility is the furnace in which essence is purified, where the old self must be consumed so that the new self may ascend resplendent. The phoenix's invisibility beneath the ashes is critical. It must dissolve into the formless before re-emerging as luminous form. Chosen souls similarly withdraw into invisibility as a sacred gestation period, a necessary descent into the shadow to rekindle the flame that will later ignite the world. In Eastern philosophical traditions, there is the concept of the lotus flower, which blossoms with breathtaking beauty only after its roots have delved deep into the thick, dark mud. This image offers a poignant allegory for the hidden chosen soul, flourishing not in spite of darkness but through it. The lotus embodies the paradox of concealment and revelation. The soul's hiddenness mirrors the mud's obscurity, while its eventual unfolding into radiant bloom signals the ripe moment of emergence. The hidden chosen soul does not simply endure obscurity, but is nourished by it. The darkness is the medium where seeds of wisdom and power deepen their roots, readying the soul to rise when the sun's time is ripe. We may also turn to the haunting imagery of the cave, a recurring symbol throughout mystical lore. The cave is the chrysalis of the soul, a place of seclusion and silence away from the distracting glare of the external world. Like the ancient philosopher who retreats into the cave to contemplate shadows on the wall, the chosen soul's hiddenness is a contemplative immersion into inner reality. This subterranean sojourn is not imprisonment but initiation, a passage through the dark corridors of the self where illusions are stripped away and deeper insight is cultivated. Emerging from the cave is akin to a rebirth into light. Thus, the timing of this emergence is governed not merely by external conditions, but by the soul's readiness to embody and carry forth illumination into the world. Each of these allegories converges on a shared, luminous truth. That concealment is not absence but potent preparation. Invisibility is not a void but a sanctuary. Hiddenness is a deliberate cosmic choreography that ensures emergence happens in harmony with the whole. The chosen soul, like these symbols, functions as a fulcrum between the hidden and the revealed, a living threshold where invisible forces are made manifest. In their invisibility, they enact sacred rituals of transformation, patience, and trust, reminding us that the universe's architecture is not rushed by human impatience, but unfolds in patterns as ancient and vast as the stars. In this cosmic interplay, the chosen soul's concealment is as much a gift to the world as their eventual appearance. It is a tacit covenant with the invisible realms, a dance with the veils of mystery, and a testament to a universal rhythm that governs all becoming. To witness or sense these hidden souls is to glimpse the silent symphony beneath the surface of reality, an echo of the deeper laws that orchestrate the rise and fall of light and shadow, the seen and the unseen, the spoken and the unspoken. And so, through these allegories, the enigma of hidden chosen souls unfolds not as a puzzle to be solved, but as a sacred story to be lived, breathed, and honored in the unfolding journey of consciousness itself. To carry these cosmic truths from the lofty realms of metaphor and mystery down into the soil of daily existence is no small task, yet it is here, in the mundane breaths between sunrise and sunset, that the hidden work of chosen souls quietly ripens. The profound dance of concealment and emergence, so elegantly choreographed on a universal scale, whispers its lessons directly into the heart of human experience, urging us to embrace patience, trust, and the subtle rhythms of timing in our own lives. When we begin to understand that invisibility, whether of purpose, passion, or presence, is not a curse but a sacred cocoon, the restless impatience that often gnaws at the soul's edges softens into a gentler, more expansive knowing. In a world obsessed with immediacy, with rapid results and constant visibility, the chosen soul's long sojourn in hiddenness offers an invitation to reclaim the power of stillness and quiet preparation. It asks us to regard every moment of obscurity not as insignificance, but as a profound gestation, a sacred incubation where unseen forces are aligning and inner alchemy unfolds. This perspective transforms waiting from a state of frustration into a fertile act of creation, where every silent hour, every unseen effort, and every unacknowledged step contributes to the eventual blossoming of purpose. Within this framework, the work of the chosen becomes a mirror for all seekers. If we can learn to honor the intervals of hidden growth, we cultivate patience not only for others but for our own unfolding. The wisdom embedded in this pattern also teaches us to see beyond surface appearances. In everyday life, the chosen soul might walk unnoticed on crowded streets, their gifts cloaked beneath ordinary garb, their impact unrecognized by those who measure worth only in immediate visibility. Yet, knowing that the architecture of awakening values timing over attention allows us to resist the cultural urge to rush revelations or to demand public acknowledgement prematurely. Instead, it invites a kind of quiet endurance, a sacred trust that the soul's deep work is never wasted, even if it seems invisible. For those who recognize this rhythm within themselves, it liberates the spirit from the exhausting pursuit of external validation and restores a profound sense of inner worth rooted in cosmic timing. Moreover, this understanding invites a profound shift in how we relate to others who seem dormant, lost, or hidden in plain sight. Recognizing that each chosen soul's emergence is governed by an invisible orchestration of readiness and alignment, we learn to nurture without pressuring, to hold space without demanding. This fosters a deeper empathy, a sacred respect for the unseen journeys that weave through every life. It reminds us that the tapestry of collective awakening is composed not only of the dazzling lights, but also of the quiet embers, patiently kindling their fire beneath the ash. Such an attitude dissolves judgment and replaces it with reverence for the mysterious timing of destiny's unfolding. The practical implications of this philosophy ripple outward into the way we navigate challenges and setbacks on our own paths. Concealment is not failure. It is a phase, a vital gestational stage where hidden dimensions of the self are brought into focus and refined. Seen through this lens, periods of obscurity become precious crucibles for inner transformation. They compel us to turn inward, to cultivate the inner resources of resilience, self-awareness, and trust in the unseen currents that steer our journey. Rather than resisting the darkness of unknowing or equating invisibility with insignificance, we learn to recognize these moments as essential currents in the tide of becoming. Such a shift can profoundly alter how we cope with uncertainty, transforming it from a source of despair into a wellspring of possibility. In the realm of relationships and social bonds, this cosmic dance of hiddenness and revelation encourages us to honor the sacred timing of shared journeys. We begin to appreciate that some connections are meant to remain subtle, their significance unfolding over vast stretches of invisible time, while others burst forth suddenly, like lightning illuminating the night. Understanding this helps us relinquish control and acknowledge the sacred architecture that governs human interaction. We come to see that the chosen soul's emergence is rarely a solitary event. It is often catalyzed by a constellation of encounters, experiences, and shifts that converge precisely when the soul is ready to bear the light. This awareness fosters patience and openness, cultivating an environment where authenticity can grow unhurried and radiant. The essence of this teaching also seeps into our approach to creativity, purpose, and vocation. Many chosen souls wrestle with feelings of obscurity or invisibility in their gifts, talents, and missions. They may toil unseen, their work unfolding in quiet corners and unheralded spaces. Yet the cosmic choreography insists that these hidden labors are far from fruitless. They are the secret foundations upon which grand manifestations are built. For anyone committed to a path of meaningful creation, this insight offers a powerful antidote to disillusionment. It reassures us that our contributions matter deeply, even when they appear invisible or unrecognized, and that the timing of recognition is as integral to the process as the seed itself. This recognition renews our commitment to our work with humble dedication and unwavering faith. On a broader societal level, the paradigm of hidden emergence invites a reconsideration of leadership, influence, and change itself. True transformation, whether cultural, spiritual, or ecological, rarely bursts forth fully formed. It simmers beneath the surface, nurtured by unseen hands and quiet visionaries. The chosen souls who will ultimately guide such shifts often spend long seasons in the shadows, accumulating wisdom, honing discernment, and anchoring their intentions in the matrix of universal law. When we grasp this, we begin to appreciate the power of subtlety, the strength of patience, and the role of timing in the grand narrative of evolution. It reframes how we perceive power, not as something grasped hastily, but as something cultivated with reverence for the unseen forces that govern awakening. Finally, embracing the sacred rhythm of hiddenness and revelation invites a deeper relationship with time itself. In a culture obsessed with acceleration, the chosen soul's journey reminds us that time is not merely a linear ticking clock but a cosmic spiral, a spiral that loops through cycles of concealment and revelation, contraction and expansion, shadow and light. This perspective offers profound healing to the parts of ourselves that yearn for immediate answers or swift progress. Instead, it invites us into a dance with time's sacred unfolding, encouraging us to move in harmony with the universe's pulse rather than against it. To live in sync with this rhythm is to cultivate a grace that transcends anxiety and impatience, allowing our inner light to emerge precisely when the cosmos deems the hour ripe. In this way, the grand archetype of the chosen soul as one hidden until their appointed moment is not a distant myth, but a living map, one that guides us through the labyrinth of our own hidden potential and timing. It reveals that there is profound sanctity in the unseen, a sacred purpose in every silent hour, and an ultimate wisdom in the universe's timing that beckons us toward trust, patience, and deep reverence for the mysteries that shape our paths. When we carry this understanding into the heart of our everyday lives, we become not just witnesses to cosmic law but active participants in the unfolding miracle of emergence itself. As the cosmic narrative draws toward its quiet culmination, we find ourselves invited into a sacred pause, a moment of alchemical synthesis where the threads of hiddenness and emergence, silence and revelation, coalesce into a living wisdom. The chosen soul's journey, veiled in mystery throughout time's vast corridors, stands as both a mirror and a beacon, reflecting the deepest truths of our own unfolding existence. To witness, this is to awaken to a profound paradox, that in the very concealment of these luminous beings lies the genesis of their radiant destiny. It is not mere obscurity or absence that defines their passage, but a sacred gestation, a hallowed interval wherein the universe orchestrates its symphony on the grandest scale. This hiddenness, far from a punitive exile or cosmic oversight, is an essential pilgrimage through the shadowed realms of becoming. Like seeds buried deep within the earth, the chosen souls dwell in fertile darkness, nurturing their light away from the glare of premature exposure. Such concealment is an act of cosmic patience, an embrace of the shadows necessary to ripen the soul's essence, a process that the noisier rhythms of surface reality often fail to honor. When we consider this, our own moments of invisibility and dormancy take on new reverence, no longer seen as failures or neglect, but as sacred sanctuaries where transformation brews quietly beneath the radar of worldly gaze. In this light, the chosen souls teach us the art of surrender, the profound courage to trust the unseen currents beneath shifting tides. Their journey beckons us to loosen our frantic grip on control, to relinquish the illusion of immediate clarity, and instead, to dance with the unknown in all its intricate mystery. This surrender is not a giving up, but a deeper yielding to the cosmic cadence that pulses through all of creation. It is an invitation to become co-creators with time itself, weaving our personal threads into the vast tapestry of destiny that is both intimate and infinite. Within this interweaving, the line between observer and participant blurs, revealing that to be hidden is, paradoxically, to be deeply engaged in the unfolding miracle of awakening. The chosen soul's emergence at their appointed hour illuminates a timeless universal principle. That revelation is not a matter of human scheduling, but of divine orchestration. When the cosmos deems the moment ripe, when the ethers align and the collective consciousness is ready, the hidden light bursts forth with a force that reshapes realities and expands horizons. This timing, though inscrutable, is never accidental. It echoes the great cosmic rhythm of creation, preservation, and renewal, a rhythm that pulses through galaxies, hearts, and the very atoms within us. To align ourselves with this rhythm is to cultivate patience, humility, and sacred trust, cultivating a fertile ground where our own latent potentials might also blossom when the moment is right. As we reflect on the profound symbolism of chosen souls concealed in their own twilight, a deeper question emerges. What might we learn from their silence and later unveiling about our own paths? Perhaps it is a call to honor the secret spaces within ourselves, the darkened chambers where our true gifts gestate. It asks us to cease the relentless clamor for external validation and instead cultivate an inner sanctuary where our essence can quietly mature. Here lies an echo of the cosmic law that governs all awakening, that true illumination cannot be forced, only invited and allowed. In this invitation lies the power to transform our suffering, doubts, and waiting into fertile soil for the flower of our becoming. In the final resonance of this exploration, we are reminded that each soul's hiding and unveiling is woven into the collective symphony of existence. The chosen souls are not isolated exceptions, but integral notes in the grand composition of universal evolution. Their concealed phases resonate with our own moments of obscurity, whispering that our individual dark nights of the soul are part of a larger celestial design. From this vantage point, our journeys, however ordinary or extraordinary, are imbued with cosmic significance. Every silent hour, every shadowed step, carries the imprint of divine intent, beckoning us toward awakening with grace and purpose. To carry this understanding forward is to embrace a transformative perspective that transcends fear and impatience. It is to recognize the invisible architecture that scaffolds our growth and the invisible hands that guide the unveiling of our inner light. In doing so, we become alchemists of our own destiny, cultivating the patience and faith required to stand in the mystery without surrendering to despair. We learn that being hidden is not a diminution but a sacred gestation, a gathering of strength and clarity that will one day ripple outward in waves of transformation. As we synchronize with this cosmic dance, our lives become living prayers, testaments to the sacred law that what is truly destined to shine will arise at its appointed hour, unshakable and magnificent. Thus, as the final veil parts and illumination dawns, may we carry within our hearts the reverence for the unseen, the humility to trust the timing of the cosmos, and the courage to honor the hidden dimensions within ourselves and others. For in this sacred triad lies the essence of why chosen souls remain hidden until it is time for them to be seen, a wisdom that invites us all into the greater mystery, where silence is sacred, timing is divine, and emergence is the ultimate gift of cosmic love.